Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starsector. Welcome back to the Valkyrians run. We have a bit of a fleet left after the various escapades of the past few episodes, including these potato ventures that we got from the attempted invasion by the Blood Church. Is that war still ongoing? It looks like they backed off by 1 rep point. We are no longer listed on their known enemies, so their invasion failed and they decided they were done. Good, that means we can get on with trying to work on our own fleet and our own empire again. It would be nice to replace these ventures with some in-faction ships that are more combat capable. So let's go make some money, let's go buy some ships, and keep trying to build our way up into being a force to be reckoned with in the sector. What does our contact have for us today? Nothing from that one. And nice, there's bounty docket. Okay, what do you got? What's your hard bounty? Oh no, we're not trying that. That's 4 Atlas Mark IIIs. We don't have nearly enough point defense. What's the medium difficulty one? The medium difficulty one is go crack an orbital station all the way down in UAF space. That I could do. For 500,000 credits, I would do a lot. Let's go. Can we crack a basic orbital with this? I guess we're gonna find out, right? Let's grab some supplies for the journey, some additional crew in case we get into combat on the way, and we've already bought most of the fuel. And actually, that's all of our money. Okay, put that crew back. We are out of money because I bought supplies. Okay, well, that's all we get. Let's get down there. Let's go see how we do. Are we hostile to the UAF? No, we're friendly. Okay, that makes this easier. But it is going to be a long flight all the way down to the corner of the map, so I will just tag you guys in if something interesting happens. This has taken what feels like forever, even though the clock says it's only been a few minutes, but we're here. We can go in, turn our transponder on. Actually, I'm not sure they care here. We can turn it off. Maybe the pirates won't aggro us. I don't know if they have defense fleets or anything, but we're just going to fly straight toward them. And if they don't have any defenders around the station, then we're just going to attack it and see how we do. I think we'll be fine. Oh, it's so far away. Man, I should have transversed. I should have taken the other entry point. It's okay, it's too late now. Alright, there's our target, and there is basically nobody home. Let's get in there. In fact, they're engaged in combat right now. Hey, hull mods. Take that, and take stabilized shields. I was looking for this earlier. Nice, okay. They have a deficit on fuel, and their supplies are not cheap, so we're not going to worry about that. Alright, we cannot join the battle with the mercenary patrol versus the station because our transponder's not on. Let's turn it on, and they should let me join. Yeah, aid the attacking forces. Okay, so we actually have allies that we can fight alongside. Let's go. And just deploy everything. Why not? And we are on the field. Oh, why am I all the way back here? Oh, man. I'm like below screen edge. Oof. Coming in real slow. We will, for now, just let our fighters engage at will. Once they're in range, they're just going to fly off and do stuff. Our goal is to get in gun range of the orbital, and it's going to take a while at this speed. In fact, maybe our fleet will mop this up before I get there. Yeah, the Yunru Mark VI, the battle carrier, is really cool, but this is way too slow. I do not think I will personally pilot this again. Put me back in one of those cruisers for now. That's my plan. After this fight, this is abysmal. Oh, we're almost to the front lines. It's only been another minute, literally. We are in range of the orbital just as our allies start cracking modules. Great. Go, my warriors, attack! Yeah, we're gonna do just fine crushing this orbital. I didn't even need to be worried. Look at it go down. Yeah. Easy 500,000. Alright, nice. And we'll recover our 1 frigate, grab the loot, grab the massive paycheck. Boom, nice. Do a little salvage scoop. Okay, let's get out of here. Skedaddle. Now if we go over to, I think here, yeah, there's a gate in UAF space right there that we can use to easily get back to the core worlds. Let's pop in there, scan the gate, fly back to Prism Freeport. And since we're here at Prism Freeport, let's see if Chicken has any work. We might pick up a job or two, go buy a ship, and go do that. Chicken. No, I don't want to deploy a spy sat. Okay, so no, Chicken has nothing for us today, and that's okay. Fuel deficit. Wow, okay. Let's just sell off a few hundred units of fuel here for mad profit, and get out of here. Alright, time to head for home. Home sweet home. What do you have for me on the military market? Oh, stuff we can't quite afford. 600k required for capital ships. Okay, that's fine. What we actually needed was another cruiser. So let's take a Nirvana Mark I, because it's cheap. Just put that into the fleet, like so. Remove militarized subsystems from these ventures. Remove the officer from one venture. And yeah, we'll remove the officer from the other one, and we're going to actually put her in this Arma Armatura mech for now. Ventures can go in the back with the other support ships. And you may notice there's some like floating ordnance points. This is because I did finally earn enough EXP on some ships to go into this Manage SMODs menu and purchase. Oh, we could actually get another. Nice. What do you need? I think we'll just take solar shielding for now. And of course that frees up ordnance points. Vents and caps are maxed, so it was kind of a question of like what to do next. And I hadn't decided. So the answer is obviously add more hull mods. Aux thrusters. Bam. Okay. And having these side by side, I do question the balance. So refire delay on a Reaper is 15, right? 15 seconds with limited ammo. On the Sun Fury, there is no ammo amount. It is just a reloading missile, kind of like a very slow ballistic missile. Max ammo 3, reload size 1, seconds per reload 180. So you get 3 off break with refire delay of 20. So the burst damage is marginally worse than the Reaper launcher, as in the trying to fire 3 of them through the refire delay. But the overall damage output over a long engagement is absurd because they're functionally infinite. Every 3 minutes you'll fire another one. So, or rather, you'll fire 3 in the first minute and then 1 every 3 minutes thereafter. So really the main weakness of the Sunfire is how much uptime you have. This ship has 600 seconds of uptime. So if we subtract 60 seconds from that to account for the initial 3 shots, we're now at 540 seconds. Let me grab my calculator. And 540 divided by 180 is 3. So functionally, the Sun Fury is going to fire 6 times before the Nirvana is out of readiness, right? 6 times, 6 shots. And 6 shots at 6,000 damage versus the Reaper is going to be able to fire all 6 of its shots at 4,000 damage. Oh. So because the Reaper does less damage, the Sun Fury wins, assuming that the battle goes until performance time runs out. If they had the same missile damage, the Reaper would actually win out because it can fire much faster in a prolonged engagement, an engagement that lasts longer than a few minutes. So the question between the two missiles becomes, is my fleet the kind of fleet that is going to go to timer on battles, in which case take the Sun Fury, or is the engagement going to last less than a couple minutes, in which case the Reaper launcher is going to be the better choice overall, which means we take the Reaper launcher. Sorry for that long tangent. I don't know if that kind of stuff interests you guys. Let me know in the comments if you want more of my thought process on builds, or if you want me to skip over this kind of stuff and just focus on combat and like the surface level explanations of things. And we finally have stabilized shields, which I can put on here. There we go. Oh, and the other thing, circling back, the Reapers can be affected by expanded missile racks and missile autoloader, which I don't think is going to properly work on the Sun Fury because it doesn't follow the normal missile rules, because it doesn't have an ammo count in the traditional sense. So that's another point in favor of the Reaper and versus the Sun Fury torpedo. Alright, but we are kitted out. We could use a few more points of combat ships. Got 14 deployment points worth of combat ships that we could have, that we don't have. Oh man, I should have checked the open market. Look at these junky cruisers that we could slowly repair with hull restoration. Ooh, and they have the troop transports we were using at the start of the game that have the missile slots in the fighter bay. Let's actually take one of those. And we haven't had a salvage rig this whole game. Let's take a salvage rig, and then we will grab a couple of these very potato-looking Genovas. The little support frigate that we tried to use as our main ship very briefly, and it went very poorly. Okay, I'm just going to auto-fit those. They're just filler in the end. Alright, fuel. Ooh, another hull mod from the Valkyrians. What is this? Skogul Modernization Program. Set of advanced and effective Valkyrian ship overhaul programs and refit strategies. Performance of ship is comprehensively improved. Let's see. Including flux stats, durability, speed, maneuverability, weapon damage, and other factors. What is other factors? Performance improvement, 3%. Minimum crew requirement up 33%. Deployment and monthly maintenance cost 25%. If you S-mod it in, performance bonus goes up to 5% and just negates the penalties. Do you want your ship to just be 5% better overall? Well, boy, howdy do I. Although not until I can S-mod it in, because 25% more maintenance cost and deployment cost is brutal. That is definitely one to keep for late game, though. And we are going to end up spending most of the remainder of our cash on supplies and fuel. Let's go see if we can pick up more fuel from another neighboring planet. Then we'll see what the next mission looks like. The fleet is about where I want it now in terms of size. So hopefully, if we don't experience any major setbacks, we can begin saving up money for a colony. That would be ideal. And on the note of saving up money, we are spending it all right here on supplies and fuel. Oof. Alright, contact, what do you got? Yay, bounty docket. What's your challenging target? Ooh, 37 or 27 ship Pather fleet? Yeah. As we've learned, we cannot comfortably fight the path. Wait, Onslaught Luddic Church. Oh, I see, that one's back. Okay, so let's not try that. The medium bounty is also kind of brutal. Oh, we're gonna fight a citadel again. Okay, let's take it. We'll take the medium bounty. And most importantly, I'm going to move myself out of the carrier because man does it hurt to drive. Okay, put me back in the combat cruiser, the hunter-killer cruiser, and let's go bounty hunting. Ha, I remembered to check my weapon groups. Oh, I remember what I was doing here. Yeah, all the missiles on the same group. Don't know why they were scrambled earlier instead of being like I had them a few episodes ago. Okay, there we go. That's fixed. Oh, and we're almost done removing demods from ships, so soon we'll be able to spec out of hull restoration and back into other stuff. Alright, in we go. This is a big freaking system to look for a bounty in, so let's just start flying around. Turn the transponder on, let them know we're coming. Hopefully they'll come to us. I see maybe movement here on the left. Oop, little tiny fleet, okay. They're not who we're worried about. Oh, there's a pirate base. Convenient. And a mining station. Let's check that out real quick. Nice. Shield conversion and secondary focus Auroran tech. Okay, that's not super important right now, but they are hull mods. Good to have them in the collection. Alright, let's move on. Where is my bounty? We have really bad sensor range, even when I turn burn and transponder off. Oh, by the way, as I was narrating that, there they are. Perfect. Okay, it's time for the pirate run back. 18% difficulty. As before, the Citadel is the scariest thing they have, rivaled only by the ridiculous fighter pressure from the Atlas Mark IIIs. Let's see if we can do this. Alright, go for capturing our points. Let's avoid that nav buoy. We're actually just going to kind of hem in our ships for a second with the void orders like this, until I figure out where those Atlas Mark IIIs are, or if we can maybe try and kill the Citadel early. We'll see. As the Nirvana Mark II, the custom armored cruiser, our goal is mainly just to hunt other cruisers. Kill them faster than they can take us down. Okay, that's more than enough points to get our remaining ships onto the field. And looking at this, I just remembered I didn't put any hull mods on the salvage rig. It's fine. I'll fix it later. Surely future Ducky will notice, even if it takes him listening back to this recording to figure it out. Okay. Oh, that poor hound. He is fried. Oh, nope, his engine turned on. He gets to live for another second. Okay, there he goes. What do we got coming in? Pile of frigates and destroyers. Nice. Okay. We can work with that. Let's just close in on the nearest destroyer and go to work. Eat bonus damage, pirate scum. Perfect. And there's our first cruiser target, a pirate Grendel. Very cool. And there's the deadly fighter pressure coming in front of us. Stay cautious until they are all dead. And keep doing damage. Okay, that pressures the Venture back. Let's turn and focus on the Grendel again. Grendel, get out of my face. What are you doing? Yeah, take tons of damage. Get out of here. It's nice to have my own fighters to back me up this time. Last time we did a fight against pirates with this fleet comp, we didn't have, 1, nearly enough point defense, or 2, our own carrier. So this is looking much better, at least on the left flank. The right flank is kind of struggling. We're going to sacrifice that comm relay and kind of just let everyone close in a little closer. We are killing enemy ships, though. I mean, not me personally very much yet, but they are dying off-screen. Missile barrage onto this Venture. Let's just try and get him out of the fight so he stops soaking up hits from our other ships. Bring him down. Good enough. Deal with the pesky frigates. Good job, team. Alright. And let's see. I think we're going to open up the field to remove the avoid orders, just in case that matters. And we're going to fly right toward those Atlases. Infernium drive. Oh, we hit our ally. That's okay. We curved right into almost a pile of piranha bombs. Oh god. We're fine. Everything's fine. Hello, Phaeton. Friendly Phaeton Mark II, my old nemesis. Get out of here. Oh, we do have an Eradicator closing in the upper quadrant. No! Spriggan immediately wrecked. Okay, let's focus on this Eradicator for a minute. Missile, 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 missile. Okay, that's him pressured back, and honestly, with the missile barrage there, I think he's cooked. Yeah, he's good, he's good, he's gone. Yep, there's the death, there's the explosion up there, nice. Take down that destroyer, since it's in front of me. Okay, and the next one. Kind of attacking opportunistically here. Okay, there we go. Oh, damn it. It's a gremlin. Can't look away from a gremlin. But overall, we are winning, and we now outnumber them. So we're gonna put orders down to capture all the points, and we're gonna let our fleet spread out a bit. If I could deploy a Venture, I would, just to have it soak up some damage, but I can't. Okay, and Gremlin is dead. Dead, okay, good. Now we can vent and move to engage those Atlases. So this is what I should have done last time, just try and rapidly take out the rest of their fleet, and then engage the big boys. But you live and you learn. Vernium Drive. Where's the Citadel? Okay, we'll use the corpses of the Atlas to block the Citadel, since it can't maneuver very well. And let's just focus down these carriers. He doesn't really have guns to fire back with, so I can drop the shield. And unless all the fighters change behavior and start swarming at me, we can just fire. Let's check the field. Okay, yeah, we are doing great. I'm going to drop the escort orders that I placed on my ships earlier, just to let everyone roam. And there we go. There's space to deploy the Ventures. We lost some ships, I think. Okay, yep, shields up. There they go. They're actually trying to close. And keep firing. Okay, let's use some missiles. Got plenty. I think this is going to go much differently than last time did, pirates. Oh gosh, the shield pressure from all the fighters. Ah, my flux bar. Screw it. Drop the shields. Fire more missiles. Keep firing. Bring them down, boys. Okay, there we go. That one's fluxed out and probably dead. Yeah, definitely dead. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, next one. He's also almost dead. Let's just kind of hook to the side here and fire the missiles so they hook around the corpse of his friend. Perfect. Okay, now we just need to attack that Citadel and not give up. So as we've learned, if you try and engage him and then you back up, he will just keep shooting you. He has very long range. Okay, but he's flanked. We have more ships than him. We have fighters. This is vengeance. And just going to be easy. Easy victory. Easy money. There we go. Good job, team. We'll take the pursuit and just throw the Ventures after them, and then consider recovery. Take our ships. I don't think we need any of their ships at this point, although I did say I wanted a Phaeton Mark II in my fleet, and it's civilian, so it wouldn't count against us for military ships. Let's take him, just because it'll be funny. Alright, bounty done. Oh, Citadel's recoverable. We don't need that. We don't need that kind of power, right? And we have officers that leveled up, so let's do that real quick. I think systems expertise is a fine choice, especially this one. This officer's in the Elena, so it has the phase skimmer. Good to have. And for you, ballistic mastery. Let's take the Phaeton and just auto-fit him. That's fine. We're going to try and not use him in combat, but we'll see. He's part of the reserve, we'll say. Kind of want to crack that pirate base while we're here. There's a bounty on it, so it should be doable. Let's see, 180 supplies to recover. We're going to have 1,000 floating. We should be fine for a second engagement. Should be fine. Okay. Hello, pirate base. Yeah, it's an orbital station that's missing a module. This should be super, super chill. Hey, phase anchor hull mod. We probably won't use that, but add it to the collection. Let's go ahead and ditch some of our extra stuff onto the black market real quick, just for the cash. And anything going on at the bar? There might be a ship. Let's see here. Oh, a Wayfarer. No. Okay, well, they die now. They do have some defenders to help them out, but I don't think it's going to matter. Given how easily our fleet cracked the previous, fully developed orbital that we fought, this should be very easy money. Forward. A lot of harpoons. Alright, blocked. Just get me in range to shoot at the station. Perfect. Alright, missile, 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 missile. Nice, slipped some through as the shield went down, perfect. Okay, those harpoons aren't on us, so we can leave our shield down, it's fine. Throw more missiles. Cerberus, stop that. Get out of here. Alright, next module. This one is firing Hellbores, so we're just going to watch carefully. Hellbores are these yellow projectiles here that are kind of thick. They do very good armor damage. So what I've done is I'm basically leaving down the shields, and if I see a Hellbore that's going to hit me, I'll turn on my shield like this and block it. Or that Reaper, turn on the shield. Okay, we destroyed it before it impacted, but good to be cautious. Whoop, whoop, careful. Watch the Hellbores. Block those. Block the Reaper, perfect. Okay, he's focused on us now, so we need to back up. Block Hellbore. Ow. Oh, did you see the ship flash red there? I think that was the ship system activating. What was it called? Or not the ship system. Crimson Steel, this hull mod, where your flux dissipation goes up if you take a hit on armor. So good to know that that has a visual activation. I just kind of assumed it didn't, and just thought it was working this whole time. So now that I know that it has a visual effect, I can watch for it and try to make sure I'm intentionally triggering it, which was not my intent at all when I was shield flickering, or managing my shield like that. I was just doing that to maintain optimal, amounts of firing of the guns. Okay, that's 2 things complete in one system. Back up to 400k credits. And we still have some demods on our ships, so we're going to leave hull restoration on. I am feeling how slow we're traveling without the navigation skill, though. It's really painful, because we hit, these hyperspace clouds, right? And now we're down at 3 speed. And when you're watching this, the game is actually running at 4 times the normal speed. If we turn off all the speed up stuff, this is how fast we move, which is very slow. But yeah, here we are in the storm without speed up. Here we are with it all on. And if I were extremely wealthy in-game with tons of supplies, we would just let the hyperspace storms hit us and we would ride them for the speed boost, but we're not there yet. Money has been something of a struggle. Alright, fuel, supplies. We don't need to shop for ships. We're good on ships. Let's grab a bit more crew, though. And, I need to remember. I almost forgot. I didn't put hull mods on the salvage rig. Okay, there we go. There's solar shielding, there's efficiency overhaul, done. But yeah, once our ship has enough, I think we might actually have enough now. Let's drop extended shields and aux thrusters. Can I install Skogul modernization program? And can I immediately S-mod it? 6,568, no, we're like 100 EXP short. Okay, we can't yet. Unfortunate. Okay, but let's change up a thing here. Stabilized shields. Actually, these may be the hull mods that I already had on there. Anyway, stabilized shields. Nope, it wasn't. We have some points floating. Okay, that's fine. I just need to do one more combat later, and we will have a flat 5% boost to all this thing's stats, which will be hilarious. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am unfortunately out of time for this episode. I need to go back to the editing pits. So, if you have enjoyed, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day, friends. Bye-bye for now.